We want to know, looking at the commercial side of the software, what is it that you're likely to purchase or that you've already purchased? And we see here that the percentages are fairly high here in terms of what we're showing. The likelihood to purchase is particularly strong, as you can see here, across all kinds of measures, but still the website tracking this last year, this notion of an overall data privacy management software, have one place where you can go to get truth on privacy seems to be of great interest in the market. A good example of which I should say is TrustArc's Trust Center. So the ability to manage all the complexity is what we've seen. We're not showing it here, but when I looked at this in terms of privacy competence, it seemed what was really clear is there's a correlation just between how many things that you're tackling from a management standpoint, very much related to your privacy competence, that you had to be doing at least 3 or 4 of these to hit the average, and up to 9 different things you might be doing. Those who were doing 8 or 9 were off the charts. They're up in the 80-90% in terms of privacy competence. I think 88%. So all of them are important. Some maybe you put as more or versus less important, but we're seeing that in terms of the likelihood to purchase.
These were not surprises, particularly over the last year. When we see a lot of concern growing, mainly due to AI, but even before AI, there was some strong consumer sentiment backlash, whatever you want to call it, about respecting or trusting companies to do the right thing with their personal data. So being able to kind of, if you will, showcase those activities, right, through whether policies or ability to ask questions or whatever it may be, the trust centers became very, very important, particularly for B2C companies in particular. B2B, there's some value in it as well, because the ability to share policies between a customer and another customer, or customer and the manufacturer, or whoever the one is providing the service type of thing. So it is no surprise to me that there needs to be trust centers, and then particularly in B2B, looking at those individual vendors that are doing some level of work, whether it's touching personal data or not. So both of these become critical given their focal points.